Hey guys, my name is Pastor Eric, and I'm going to start talking to you today about vision and vision casting, and what the church needs to know about casting a vision and getting us to where we're supposed to be. So I guess the best place to start would be in Habakkuk chapter 2. The Bible says, "Then the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain. Write it upon tablets, that he may run with it who readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but in the end it will speak, and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, though it won't tarry long." So the Bible here in Habakkuk is talking about writing a vision and making sure that people understand it and know how to get to where they need to go. Vision is an important thing. Most of the time, vision, Steve Matheson says that vision begins with a need and it moves them. So whatever the need is, it moves them so greatly that they have a desire to move forward or to take care of something. Vision is also, it's grown in prayer. So this vision that the Lord gives you, or the need that you see, you start having a vision in, make sure you bathe that in prayer. Nehemiah in chapter 1 verses 5 through 11, he was so moved that he started to confess Israel's sin, and he started to tell about everything that they had done wrong, and he was confessing it before the Lord, and he was making his petition known. And by the end of it, he was able to ask God for success. In any vision that we have, we want to have success in what we're doing. Proper vision is mobilized in the church. So vision can't just be this trickle down. It has to be spread out through the church. As a pastor, my role is to set the vision out there and let people see it and get them so involved with it that they're ready to run with it. I love the other version of Habakkuk 2 that says, write the vision so big on these great big billboards that when people glance at it, they can run with it. So as a pastor, it's our job to make sure the congregation is not only seeing the vision, but running with it. Proverbs 29 and 18 is quoted oftentimes as saying, where there is no vision, the people perish. But the longer version in Proverbs 29:18, this is English Standard Version, in its entirety it reads, where there is no prophetic vision, the people cast off restraint. But blessed is he who keeps the law. The vision is a prophetic vision. What is in mind here is that the elevation of God and his biblical spokesman, that there is no vision shared with us by the prophets to whom God revealed the mysteries of the ages. We, like savages, run wild. So it's the job of the pastor to project the prophetic vision the Lord has. It has to be from the Lord, or it will never succeed anyway. Also, the Bible tells us that we can't rush vision. You have to know that God has his timing in vision. And when the timing is right, God will make it happen. He tells us in Isaiah. But it's the job of the pastor to help us to get from here to there. And the only way that you can do that is you got to realize that as a pastor, you can't do it alone. You have to have a team. You have to have people. One of the things that they told us in this last class is that when a pastor tries to do it all by himself, he will suffer from burnout. And that's not what you want. You can have the best vision in the world, but if you don't get the people on board, you'll burn yourself out trying to do it. Ephesians 4:11 through 12 says, as a pastor, it's a solemn obligation to equip church members to do ministry. I fail as a pastor if I'm not equipping the church to do what they've been called to do. That means I give them resources, I give them planning, and I give them all this kind of stuff to help them to implement what God has called them to do. Equipping and pushing vision on the congregation has to be intentional. I have to intentionally sit there and equip the people that I'm working with. I have to give them the tools. I have to be intentional about releasing them and let them do the work. As a pastor, you have to put your ego aside. Your ego will destroy you. You have to let the people do what they're called to do. And if you do that, if you train the people, if you equip the people, and then you release the people will take ownership of the vision and they will go with it. Because remember, it's all still about the vision and accomplishing one common goal. And as a pastor, you have to let the people take ownership. Teach people how to hear from God and how to run with it. Make sure that you celebrate the vision. When you get into the point of just seeing the vision start to take place and things start to happen, celebrate it in a mighty way. We want to celebrate what God's doing through the vision. It's a powerful thing to be able to do that. And lastly, we want to learn to live the vision. There's many people that will not sit down and just read a vision or look at your vision board, but they will see you and they will run with you if you're emulating, if you're casting that vision in your own life. That means you go the extra mile. You let them see you be equipping. You let them see you doing the things that need to be done. And if you do that, we will be able to celebrate together a successful vision in the Lord. Once again, my name is Eric Griffin, and this has been a wonderful time to be able to teach you about vision casting for this generation.